There's a concerted effort to increase the number of registered organ donors from the country's many ethnic communities. While up to 90% of adults think donation is a good idea, only a third have signed up to do so.
Wollongong's Samaima Cornford is a Fijian Australian kidney transplant survivor who now needs a second. In the Donate Life awareness campaign, the 35-year-old musician tells her story, including being diagnosed with lupus as a 13-year-old, chemotherapy and years of dialysis at home. Pregnancy bringing a return of the lupus, kidney failure, more dialysis and now hope.
I'm not on the waiting list yet, but I'm working up towards it. Like I have to be well enough to get on there.
6.2 million Australians are registered, a figure which has to increase. In a culturally and religiously diverse community, organ donation is a sensitive subject, though proponents say barriers have broken down.
We have engaged with all of the major religions and none of them have an issue.
A donation decision can be hard to make and even harder to communicate. Only 13% of Australians know if their partner or family members are registered. Fulvia's family has seen both sides of donation. In 1990, her dad Dom received a life-saving liver, one of the first in Australia. 27 years later, at 83, he's doing well.
He would have died. Our lives would have been different. You know, we wouldn't have had a father in our lives growing up.
In 2013, her 74-year-old mum was dying after being hit by a car. Dad, in an instant, said her organs should be donated.
I was just so proud of him that moment because I actually understood that he was just grateful.
Then there's 20-year-old Andrew, who fought off leukaemia as a child and was on dialysis at home for 8 years until a life-transforming call from his doctor.
In the exact words, we have found the perfect match for your kidney. And at that very moment, I knew exactly what was coming.
Samaima, Fulvia and Andrew are spreading the word.
It is part of reality, and just to be able to have the opportunity to give other people a second chance at life, that's what really counts.
We're just so busy with life sometimes that we forget that there's people suffering in our own neighbourhood.
John Haspel, SBS World News.